Hi there, it's me again, the Ghost. How are my little phantoms doing? Today we'll take a look at the advanced mod skills I mentioned it in the previous video. Master Forces, Challenger Forces and Legendary Forces. This guide is a bit more advanced. If you're looking for the basis on normal forces, just hit the link in the description. Let's start by looking at the Master Forces. These forces can only be dropped in Master Road region and have a unique way of being upgraded. These forces don't need to follow the hierarchy, Rare, Elite, Unique. You can exchange the Crystal of Courage for manuals at Denif or Vasily. You can obtain 2 Crystal of Courage by dismantling artifact accessories. How to exchange the Crystal of Courage for the Force? You can go to Denif or Vasily to make the exchange and select the manual according to the rarity you want, Rare, Elite or Unique. The rarity of the manual will define the rarity of the force. At the same NPC location, you can choose which force you want based on the manual you exchanged. Soul Dominion. It's a passive force that increases master skill damage in proportion to your combat power. Some characters have very high master skill damage, and in those cases you can use this force. L Affected Paradigm. It's a passive force that decreases master skill cooldown in proportion to combat power. It's very useful when your character's master skill is a buff or a debuff. Challenge Mode Forces. These forces can't be upgraded. The only rarity is unique, and you can obtain them at the raid bases in Menimir or Prenown, and they only can be dropped in the last dungeon of each challenge mode. Varnimir Challenge Mode Forces. You can trade them with Tiny Spirits at Camp Crimson Edge using Darkfire Aura or Dark Flame Mask. Darkfire Aura can be obtained by completing Challenge Mode. Dark Flame Mark is obtained by participating in raids with players who haven't completed the raid. Crimson Bloom Does Not Rot. This is an ability force skill. When used, it recovers HP and MP for the party and debuffs the enemy, dealing burn damage. Crimson Bloom is very helpful for healing the party. Will Save You. This passive force goes in the same slot as Ellip's Aura. It boosts your max HP and helps resist certain debuffs, like Flame and Fire. Will Save You can't be equipped with Ellip's Aura. Pruinon Challenge Mode Forces. You can trade these forces with a Zella at Camp Aurora using Annihilating Soul Aura or Annihilating Soul Mark. Annihilating Soul Aura can be obtained by completing challenge mode. You can get Annihilating Soul Mark when joining a hive with players who haven't completed it yet. Saturation Bombing. This is an ability force skill that targets enemies and throws bombs at them. It's great for PvP. Spirit Challenger. This passive force is one of the most OP forces in challenge mode. It goes in the same slot as Headhunter and increases damage to boss monsters without lowering your attack power. Spirit Challenger can't be equipped with Headhunter. Legendary Forces. These forces can't be upgraded and their rarity is legendary. The same as most weapons like Typhoid, Flames of Judgment, Vestige of Soul, Submerge of Abyss, etc. There are 3 legendary forces in the game. They can be crafted at Glaive using time and space fragments, or dropped at a very rare rate in their respective dungeons in Eleanor for El's Aspiration and Erlian's Clock, or Twisted Time and Space for Fog of Death. Remaining El's Aspiration. This is a passive force that summons El's Aspiration to attack enemies. It's a great choice for PvP, but not the best for dungeons. Fog of Death. This is an active force that slows down enemies within range. It's useful for raid titles or in PvP. Erlian's Clock. This is also an active force. When used, you become invincible for a short time, but immobile while the skill is active. It's good for certain situations in both PvP and dungeons. Tips: not every advanced force skills is necessary, so you need to prioritize what's most important for your character's build. Master forces. Some characters really need the L-affected paradigm force to improve gameplay. For example, Mad Paradox, Dominator, Juzar, and Ophion. There are more characters that benefit from it, so it's a good idea to check your main's master skills description. You can use L-affected paradigm at any rarity, but it's better to aim for the elite and unique versions. Challenge forces. Will Save You and Spirit Challenger are the most commonly used and are very important. Will Save You will improve your survivability in difficult raids like Doom Aporia or even Challenge Mode. Spirit Challenger boosts your combat power and increases damage against most monsters. The Challenge Mode forces are the hardest to obtain, but they can be purchased for the board. Legendary forces. Fog of Death can help with cooldowns of certain titles like Night Parade of White Coast's Castle or Freed Shadow. Use this force to easily track when you need to use these titles again. Arian's Clock is very useful for surviving certain raid mechanics or challenging dungeons. I'm heading out for now. Just a reminder, this guide is a bit more advanced. If you want to learn more about the basic normal forces, check out the video I linked. Got questions? Drop them in the comments and I'll take a look. Thanks for watching, take care and stay healthy, bye!